Wrestling history is a rich tapestry woven with larger-than-life characters, explosive rivalries, and unforgettable tag teams. Among these, the Powers of Pain stand out as a unique force in the landscape of professional wrestling. Comprising the Barbarian and the Warlord, this tag team carved a niche for themselves with their imposing physiques, fearsome personas, and memorable feuds. Though often overshadowed by other legendary duos, the Powers of Pain made an indelible mark on the wrestling world, embodying the archetype of brute strength and resilience. Welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. The Powers of Pain were formed in 1987 under the banner of Jim Crockett Promotions, a key player in the wrestling world at the time. The team was conceived as a counterpoint to dominant tag teams like the Road Warriors, who had captivated audiences with their mix of power, charisma, and athleticism. The Barbarian and the Warlord, both already known for their intimidating presence, joined forces to present a unified front of sheer power and destruction. Their early days saw them quickly establishing dominance. Managed by Paul Jones, the Powers of Pain engaged in feuds with some of the most celebrated teams in the promotion. Their clashes with the Road Warriors were particularly notable, as they pitted two titanic teams against each other in battles that thrilled audiences and highlighted the raw physicality of professional wrestling. These matches were less about technical finesse and more about high-impact moves and dramatic storytelling, drawing fans into the spectacle. In 1988, the Powers of Pain transitioned to the World Wrestling Federation, where their careers reached new heights. Managed initially by Tito Santana, their feud with Demolition became one of the defining rivalries of their WWF tenure. The Powers of Pain's feud with Demolition showcased their adaptability and ring chemistry. The two teams clashed in a series of matches that combined brawling with storytelling. The rivalry culminated at the Survivor Series in 1988, where the Powers of Pain's shocking heel turn had marked a significant shift in their WWF journey. By aligning with the devious Mr. Fuji and attacking Demolition, they solidified their status as one of the most menacing teams in the company. The Powers of Pain's in-ring style was characterized by brute strength and high-impact maneuvers. The Warlord's power slams and shoulder tackles were a testament to his raw strength, while the Barbarian brought agility and precision with moves like the diving headbutt. Together, they created a dynamic that balanced power and versatility, enabling them to adapt to different opponents and match scenarios. Their personas were rooted in intimidation, with their muscular bodies, face paint, and menacing scowls. The Powers of Pain embodied the archetypal wrestling warriors. Their entrance music, coupled with their commanding presence, added to the aura of fear they projected. Fans were drawn to their larger-than-life personas, which made them credible contenders in any storyline. The Powers of Pain's rivalry with Demolition remains one of their most memorable feuds. The two teams were mirror images of each other, with similar themes of dominance and destruction. Their matches were hard-hitting affairs, featuring a mix of brawling and power moves that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. At WrestleMania 5, the Powers of Pain teamed with Mr. Fuji in a handicap match against Demolition. Although they ultimately lost, the match was a showcase of their chemistry and ability to engage the crowd. The feud with Demolition helped establish the Powers of Pain as top-tier competitors in the WWF Tag Team division. Beyond Demolition, the Powers of Pain also engaged in memorable rivalries with teams like the Rockers and the Bushwhackers. These feuds allowed them to display their versatility, as they faced teams with contrasting styles. Against the Rockers, the Powers of Pain's brute strength clashed with high-flying athleticism, creating a dynamic that thrilled fans. Meanwhile, their matches with the Bushwhackers leaned into the comedic and chaotic aspects of wrestling, showing their ability to adapt to different storylines. Throughout their careers, the Powers of Pain benefited greatly from their association with managers who amplified their personas. Paul Jones and Mr. Fuji were instrumental in shaping their image and guiding their storylines. Mr. Fuji, in particular, played a pivotal role during their WWF tenure. His devious tactics and charismatic villainy complemented the Powers of Pain's physical dominance, creating a complete package that resonated with fans. While the Powers of Pain never captured the WWF Tag Team Championship, their impact on wrestling cannot be understated. They were trailblazers in the sense that they embodied the larger-than-life personas that defined the late 1980s and early 1990s wrestling scene. Their feuds with Demolition and other teams remain a testament to their ability to captivate audiences and contribute to compelling storylines. Moreover, the Powers of Pain paved the way for future tag teams that emphasize power and intimidation. Teams like the Authors of Pain and the Ascension owe a debt to the groundwork laid by the Barbarian and the Warlord. The visual impact of two hulking figures dominating the ring remains a timeless trope in professional wrestling. After the Powers of Pain disbanded in the early 1990s, both members pursued individual careers. The Barbarian continued to wrestle in the WWF and later in World Championship Wrestling, where he formed alliances with other notable wrestlers and participated in high-profile matches. The Warlord also remained active, making sporadic appearances and maintaining his reputation as a powerhouse. In recent years, the Barbarian and the Warlord have continued to make appearances in the wrestling world, primarily at independent events and fan conventions. Their enduring popularity among fans of 1980s and 1990s wrestling has made them sought-after figures at autograph signings and nostalgia shows. Both men have maintained their impressive bodies, a testament to their dedication and iconic status. The Barbarian has occasionally wrestled in independent promotions, often teaming with other wrestling legends. Meanwhile, the Warlord has also participated in similar events, reuniting with his former tag team partner for special appearances. These events have allowed them to celebrate their legacy and connect with a new generation of wrestling enthusiasts. While their singles careers did not reach the same heights as their time as a tag team, both the Barbarian and the Warlord remain beloved figures in the wrestling community. Their appearances at fan conventions and independent shows allowed them to connect with a new generation of fans, ensuring their legacy endured. The Powers of Pain may not always receive the recognition they deserve, but their contributions to wrestling are undeniable. As a tag team, they epitomize the spectacle and drama that make professional wrestling so captivating. Their feuds, personas, and in-ring performances left an indelible mark on the industry, inspiring future generations of wrestlers and entertaining fans around the world. In the grand tapestry of wrestling history, the Powers of Pain hold a special place as warriors who brought intensity and excitement to the ring. Their legacy serves as a reminder of the power of teamwork, storytelling, and the enduring appeal of larger-than-life characters in professional wrestling. Well, that's all we've got time for today, and a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video.
Among the standout tag teams of this era were the Rockers, comprised of Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Known for their high-energy performances, charismatic personas, and groundbreaking wrestling style, the Rockers left an indelible mark on the World Wrestling Federation and the broader world of professional wrestling. Welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. So, today we have a quick dive into the Rockers' run as a tag team. The story of the Rockers begins in the mid-1980s, when Marty and Shawn first crossed paths in the American Wrestling Association. Both wrestlers were relatively new to the business but showed immense potential. Shawn, a Texas native trained by the legendary Jose Lothario, was a natural athlete with an eye-catching style. Marty, hailing from Columbus, Georgia, brought charisma and a well-rounded skill set to the team. They would gain popularity in the American Wrestling Association, captivating audiences with their energy, vibrant ring attire, and innovative double-team maneuvers. Their chemistry as a team was undeniable, and their ability to connect with fans made them one of the most exciting acts in the promotion. The team saw success including capturing the company's World Tag Team Championship, caught the attention of the WWF, who were expanding its roster during the wrestling boom of the 1980s. In 1988, the Rockers debuted in the WWF, rebranded from their AWA moniker but retaining their high-octane style. The WWF's tag team division at the time was highly competitive, featuring established teams such as the Hart Foundation, Demolition, and the British Bulldogs. Despite the stiff competition, the Rockers quickly distinguished themselves with their fast-paced, acrobatic approach to wrestling. Their matches were marked by innovative double-team moves, seamless teamwork, and an ability to tell compelling stories in the ring. From the outset, the Rockers were portrayed as fan favorites, appealing to younger audiences with their colorful outfits, exuberant personalities, and approachable demeanor. They were often positioned against heel teams, providing a dynamic contrast that made their matches stand out. Although they never officially held the WWF Tag Team Championship, the Rockers participated in some of the most memorable tag team matches of their era, earning respect from fans and peers alike. One of the Rockers' most significant contributions to professional wrestling was their revolutionary in-ring style. At a time when many tag teams relied on power moves and a methodical pace, Marté and Shawn drew inspiration from earlier teams like the Rock and Roll Express but added their unique flair. Their use of synchronized moves, such as double dropkicks and tandem top rope attacks, showcased their synergy and creativity. These elements not only thrill audiences but also influence future generations of wrestlers, paving the way for the high-flying, fast-paced tag team wrestling style that became more prevalent in the 1990s and beyond. During their WWF tenure, the Rockers were involved in numerous high-profile matches and feuds that highlighted their skills and charisma. One of their most notable rivalries was with the Brain's technical prowess. Another standout moment in the Rockers' WWF career was their participation in the Survivor Series elimination matches, where they often shone as underdog fan favorites. Additionally, their series of matches against the Hart Foundations, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. There they had showcased a perfect blend of athleticism and storytelling, with both teams pushing each other to deliver some of the most exciting tag team bouts of the era. One of the most infamous chapters in the Rockers' history involved a WWF Tag Team Championship match against the Hart Foundation in October 1990. The Rockers won the match and were briefly recognized as champions. However, due to a technical issue with the ring ropes and subsequent backstage decisions, the title change was never officially acknowledged, and the match was removed from WWF's canon. Despite the setback, the match itself remains a testament to the Rockers' abilities and is still fondly remembered by fans. Like many great tag teams, the Rockers eventually faced dissolution. By 1991, tensions between Marté and Shawn began to surface in WWF storylines, setting the stage for one of the most infamous breakups in wrestling history. The turning point came on an episode of Brutus Beefcake's Barbershop segment, where Shawn delivered a suit, the catalyst for Shawn Michaels' ascent as a single star. Following the breakup, Shawn adopted the moniker of the Heartbreak Kid and embarked on a Hall of Fame singles career. His combination of athleticism, charisma, and storytelling ability made him one of the most celebrated performers in wrestling history. Marté, while less successful as a solo act, continued to compete in various promotions and had sporadic runs in the WWF. Though their careers took divergent paths, both men's contributions as the Rockers remained a key part of their legacies. The Rockers' legacy extends far beyond their win-loss record or championship accolades. They were pioneers in bringing a faster, more dynamic style to the WWF's tag team division, inspiring countless wrestlers who followed in their footsteps. Teams like the Hardy Boys, AJ and Christian, and the Young Bucks have cited the Rockers as an influence, and their impact can be seen in the evolution of tag team wrestling over the decades. Moreover, the Rockers exemplified the importance of chemistry and storytelling in professional wrestling. Their ability to connect with audiences, both in terms of their characters and their in-ring performances, set a standard for how tag teams could achieve success without necessarily relying on titles or championship reigns. The Rockers were more than just a tag team. They were trailblazers who redefined what was possible in professional wrestling. Through their innovative style, memorable matches, and undeniable charisma, the Rockers carved out a unique place in wrestling history. While their partnership was relatively short-lived, its impact continues to be felt, serving as a reminder of the magic that can happen when two performers come together with a shared vision and chemistry. Whether remembered for their electrifying performances or their dramatic breakup, the Rockers remain an enduring symbol of the golden era of tag team wrestling in the WWF. Well, that's all we've got time for today, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video. In the vibrant and theatrical world of professional wrestling, few tag teams have managed to leave as indelible a mark as Demolition. Comprising Bill Eddie and Barry Darsow as Axe and Smash as its core members, and later joined by Bryan Adams as Crush, Demolition stood out as a dominant force in the World Wrestling Federation during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Renowned for their intimidating personas, innovative wrestling style, and unmatched chemistry, Demolition is often regarded as one of the greatest tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. Hello, and welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. Demolition debuted in 1987 during a transformative era for the WWF, as Vince McMahon sought to expand the promotion's reach nationally and globally. The initial concept for Demolition was to create a tag team that exuded brute strength and an anarchic attitude, drawing inspiration from the Mad Max movie franchise. Originally consisting of Axe and an early version of Smash portrayed by Randy Colley, the team underwent a crucial restructuring when Barry Darsow replaced Colley due to crowd rejection and logistical concerns. This revamped lineup became the Demolition that fans would come to love and fear. The team's appearance was a spectacle in itself. Donning leather-studded attire, blackface paint, and menacing masks, Demolition's aesthetic set them apart from other teams. Their entrance theme, composed by Jim Johnson, further amplified their aura with its pounding rhythm and foreboding tone. Demolition's journey to prominence was rapid and decisive. Managed by Mr. Fuji, the duo quickly established themselves as villains, demolishing opponents with their no-nonsense style. Their finisher, the Demolition Decapitation, a combination of a backbreaker and a diving elbow drop, became a signature move that spelled doom for anyone caught in it. Their first major success came at WrestleMania 4, where they defeated Strikeforce's Tito Santana and Rick Martel to capture the WWF Tag Team Championship. This victory marked the beginning of a record-breaking title reign that would solidify their legacy. Holding the belts for nearly 500 days, Demolition became the standard-bearers for tag team wrestling during this period. Initially introduced as villains, Demolition's appeal gradually transcended their heel status. The sheer dominance and charisma of Axe and Smash won over fans, leading to a natural transition into a fan-favorite role. Their feud with the Powers of Pain, that consisted of the Warlord and the Barbarian and their former manager, Mr. Fuji, played a pivotal role in this transformation. At Survivor Series 1988, Demolition decisively turned on Fuji after he betrayed them, earning the audience's loyalty in the process. Their rivalry with the Powers of Pain was a showcase of brute strength and psychological warfare. The matches often featured hard-hitting action and dramatic storytelling, cementing Demolition as a team that could adapt to any challenge. Throughout their peak years, Demolition faced and defeated a plethora of formidable opponents. Teams like the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs, and the Rockers provided stiff competition, but Demolition's combination of power, strategy, and teamwork consistently gave them the edge. The addition of Crush in 1990 marked a new chapter for the team. With Axe's in-ring career winding down due to health issues, Demolition evolved into a three-man unit. This allowed them to employ the Freebird rule, where any two members of the trio could defend the tag team championship. While this move extended the team's longevity, it also marked the beginning of a gradual decline in their dominance. One of the most anticipated feuds for Demolition was with the Legion of Doom, also known by the Road Warriors and other promotions, comprising Hawk and Animal. Fans had long drawn comparisons between the two teams, given their similar appearances and styles. When the Legion of Doom joined the WWF in 1990, the clash between these two iconic factions seemed inevitable. Unfortunately, the rivalry never fully lived up to its potential, partly due to creative decisions and timing issues. Nonetheless, the brief encounters between Demolition and the Legion of Doom remain a significant chapter in wrestling history. As the 1990s progressed, Demolition's popularity began to wane. The emergence of new tag teams and the WWF's shifting creative direction contributed to their decline. Axe's departure in late 1990 left Smash and Crush to carry the mantle, but the duo struggled to recapture the magic of the original pairing. Demolition's final notable appearance as a team came at WrestleMania 7 in 1991, where they suffered a loss to Genichiro Tenryu and Koji Kitao. Shortly thereafter, the team quietly disbanded. Smash transitioned into a new character, Repo Man, while Crush embarked on a singles career. Despite the relatively short time at the top, Demolition's impact on the tag team division remained undeniable. Demolition's influence on professional wrestling is profound. Their dominance during their peak years redefined what a tag team could achieve in the WWF by combining physicality with theatricality. Axe and Smash set a new standard for storytelling and character work in tag team wrestling. The team had a record-breaking title reign that stood for decades before finally being surpassed by the New Day in 2016. Many fans and historians argue that Demolition's era presented unique challenges and opportunities that make their accomplishments unparalleled. Beyond their accolades, Demolition's enduring popularity is evident in their continued presence at wrestling conventions and nostalgia events. Both Axe and Smash have embraced their legacy, appearing together at fan gatherings and sharing stories from their storied careers. Their influence can also be seen in the many teams that have drawn inspiration from their aesthetic and approach, such as the Ascension and modern iterations of the Road Warriors. Despite their legendary status, Demolition has yet to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. This omission has sparked considerable debate among fans and industry insiders. Some speculate that the team's involvement in a class action lawsuit against WWE over head injuries may have contributed to their exclusion. Regardless, the lack of formal recognition has not diminished their standing in the eyes of fans. Demolition's journey through the WWF was one of innovation, domination, and lasting influence. From their intimidating entrance to their hard-hitting matches, Axe, Smash, and later Crush captivated audiences and redefined the tag team division. While their time at the top was relatively brief, their impact has endured, earning them a place among the most iconic teams in wrestling history. As fans continue to celebrate wrestling's rich past, Demolition's legacy serves as a reminder of an era when larger-than-life characters ruled the ring, and tag team wrestling was a cornerstone of sports entertainment. Their contributions to the WWF and professional wrestling as a whole remain a testament to the power of innovation, teamwork, and an unyielding commitment to excellence. Currently, Demolition's Axe and Smash occasionally appear at wrestling conventions and nostalgia events, reconnecting with fans and celebrating their legacy. Both are retired from active competition, but remain engaged with the wrestling community through interviews, autograph signings, and sharing their experiences from their iconic careers. Well, that's all we've got time for today, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video.